In this video lesson, we'll be covering a nurse care plan for the nursing diagnosis of impaired swallowing. We'll cover its defining characteristics, related factors, expected outcomes, ongoing assessments, and therapeutic interventions. Vital Nursing 101, your ultimate guide to nursing success. The nursing diagnosis impaired swallowing is defined as a disruption in the normal process of moving food, liquid, medications, or saliva from the mouth to the stomach. This can occur due to structural, neurological, or muscular impairments that affect any phase of swallowing: oral, pharyngeal, or esophageal. Common related factors are the following: neurological impairments, muscular disorders, structural abnormalities, aging, and medications. Let's take a moment to learn more about each now. Neurological impairments such as stroke, Parkinson's disease, multiple sclerosis, or traumatic brain injury. Muscular disorders, for example, myasthenia gravis or muscular dystrophy. Structural abnormalities like tumors, strictures, or congenital defects. Aging, such as decreased muscle tone and delayed swallowing reflexes. Medications like sedatives or anticholinergics that reduce salivation and affect swallowing. Alright, so how do you know when a patient has impaired swallowing? Here are some defining characteristics. The patient may show difficulty swallowing food, liquids, or medications, coughing or choking while eating, regurgitation or aspiration of food, drooling or excessive oral secretions, hoarseness or wet-sounding voice post-swallowing, weight loss or dehydration related to inadequate intake, observed pooling of food or liquids in the oral cavity. Common expected outcomes. By the end of the nursing care plan, the patient should be able to demonstrate effective swallowing with minimal or no coughing or choking, maintain adequate nutritional and hydration status, as evidenced by stable weight and lab values, avoid aspiration-related complications, such as pneumonia, express understanding of techniques to facilitate safe swallowing. Here we will go over the ongoing nursing assessments and why they are done. Monitor swallowing ability. Assess the patient's ability to swallow by observing their swallowing mechanics during meals. Identifying difficulties early can help prevent aspiration and guide appropriate interventions. Monitor nutritional and hydration status. Track daily food and fluid intake and monitor weight and lab values like albumin and electrolytes. Early detection of malnutrition or dehydration allows for timely nutritional support. Observe for signs of aspiration. Assess for coughing, choking, or changes in voice quality post-swallowing. Aspiration can lead to pneumonia and other respiratory complications if not addressed promptly. Now let's go over therapeutic nursing actions and why they are done. Modify diet consistency. Collaborate with a speech-language pathologist to determine appropriate diet consistency, such as pureed foods and thickened liquids. Tailored diet modifications help reduce the risk of aspiration and make swallowing safer. Positioning during meals. Position the patient upright, at least 90 degrees, during and after meals for 30 minutes. Proper positioning uses gravity to facilitate the movement of food and liquids and prevents aspiration. Provide swallowing techniques. Teach the patient compensatory techniques, such as chin tuck or double swallowing. These strategies improve airway protection and enhance the swallowing process. Impaired swallowing is a critical condition that requires a thorough understanding of related factors defining characteristics and targeted interventions. Effective nursing care includes consistent assessment, patient education, and collaboration with interdisciplinary teams. By implementing these strategies, we can enhance patient safety, prevent complications, and improve quality of life. Alright, well, that ends this nursing review. If you found this video useful, leave a like and a comment so we can continue to make more videos like this. Also, if you have any study tips, leave them below. I'd love to hear from you.